Okay. Okay, so we're going to talk about clouds. So, can one of y'all tell me what a cloud is?
Water vapor?
Well, that's like a misconception of a cloud. But clouds are like they're very large collection of tiny droplets of water or ice crystals, and they can hold millions of tons of water in a cloud. So we're going to focus on the 3 types of clouds, which is what your model is. So do you know what the 3 types of clouds are, the 3 main types?
Cumulonimbus. Is that one of them?
Cumulus, yeah. Yeah. There's like a type of cumulus cloud, but these are like the 3 just main types. Like you have like nimbus and stuff like that, but like cumulus is one. Do you know the other ones? Okay, stratus and cirrus. Okay, cirrus clouds are like the high clouds in the sky, and they're long and wispy, which would be like that on your model. And even when it's summer outside, these clouds are made of ice because they're so high in the sky. And so a stratus cloud is a grayish cloud that covers the entire sky, and it's usually in layers. And a cumulus cloud are the white puffy clouds, and these are the types of clouds that you probably, when you're little, you look at the sky and you'd like say, oh, that looks like an elephant or something like that. So, do you know the different ways we identify clouds? Anybody?
Based on their like shape or size?
And their altitude, and if they're precipitating. Because like the stratus, they're like usually grayish, so you might think that it's gonna rain because it's gray, but it doesn't mean that it's gonna rain. But just like the stratus, because the way they look in the sky, it looks like it might rain or snow or something like that. So, what does a cloud form through? Do y'all know?
Condensation.
Yes. And when the vapor rises into Earth's atmosphere, cools and condenses into tiny water droplets, forming clouds. And there's another type of cloud we see often. Do you know what it is? It's on the ground. See it in the ground? Fog. Yeah, very good. And so just thinking about what we've already said, do you know what type of cloud of fog would be? Like what do you think it would be?
The top one,
The stratus, actually, the layers, because it's like it's formed from winds from the south, and it brings warmth through the air, and the air will moisten into the region, and this can possibly end in a cold outbreak. So after like the fog releases, like a lot of times it will get cold, and it's a stratus because it's like kind of like in layers, and it like when you look outside, it kind of looks gray, you know. So. Okay, so like you said about the water vapor is actually invisible. So that's like a misconception about clouds, and because they're made of actually tiny water droplets and ice. And clouds form because of cold air. It doesn't hold as much warm air. So if you were to see not see the sun one day, why wouldn't you see the sun?
because it's covered by a cloud.
Yep. And when you see a lot of dark clouds, what does that tell you?
That they're heavy.
Yeah, and that there may be some type of precipitation coming out of the clouds. But the clouds do not predict if it's going to be any type of precipitation. And do y'all know why clouds appear white?
Is it the reflection
Yeah,
of
like
white?
the water droplets in the clouds scatter, and that's how they appear white. Okay, so now that we've gone over this, I'm going to pass these out, and for our model, just identify which cloud would be which from what we've talked about.
The iPad's like more zoomed in than.
Okay, so for the top one, what did y'all have?
Cirrus.
Yep, that's right, because they're long and wispy. So they're the ones, remember, they're the ones that's going to be really high in the sky. So like if you see something really, really high in the sky, that's a cirrus cloud. But there is other types of cirrus clouds, but that's just like the main topic of it. So what's the second one?
Cumulus.
Yep, and usually why I have a sun on mine is because usually when it's like usually like a fair day, you're really going to see the sun. It's going to be like one of those pretty days like we had yesterday, not like today. So, and then the last one?
Stratus.
And that's the ones that like usually you might see precipitation and they form in layers.